Are you open?
And in what way, Tony? What are you asking me?
Your relationship, bitch.
Turning red here. So at one point, I don't know how, I found myself hooked up to the radiator with some handcuffs, blindfolded.
And this is how we are. No. And I think as gays, when dating, oftentimes, or I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there are a lot of moments where you're like, okay, am I staying or am I leaving?
Yeah.
And back in the day, I would always stay. And later I was always like, you know what? No, if it's not for me, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I had always the opposite. I would always run.
Yeah.
Like the devil. And suddenly the fly is like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then it approaches you.
Yeah.
And then...
So you made yourself available for approach.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a little
and
bit
then I would eat them up.
She ate.
Nom, 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 nom. Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Main Characters.
The Main Characters is all about queer joy,
self-love,
and iconic guests.
Our show is recorded at So Studio in Amsterdam in front of a live audience consisting of 3 humans, at least sometimes, and 1 adorable little pooch.
Hi, Lumpy. It's fun.
It's needed. Let's get into it. How have you been?
I've been good, yes. Very busy prepping everything for Pride Amsterdam this year.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of different projects, but it's fun. It's needed.
You say like prepping for Pride Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that consist of? Because I know you're doing, for example, Crash, the party at Berghain.
I do a few different things.
Yeah.
Crash is one of the main ones.
Yeah. What goes into that?
Well, it's a big fetish festival or stage of Pride. So it's the fetish stage of Pride. It's 2 days of DJs, performances, etc., and a square full of fetish people.
But behind the scenes, what do you do behind the scenes? How does that work?
Yeah, well, what I do is I'm responsible for getting sponsors because, it doesn't pay itself because it's a free festival. But also I create the flyer and I'm also responsible for the lineup and the performers.
Yeah.
So what I do is contact different performers and create basically the shows. Yeah.
So you're responsible also of the vibe of what people see on stage.
Yeah. Everything you see is curated by me and of course my partners. But
I love that word, curated.
I love it too. I use it a lot. Curating the vibe.
What is the vibe you're going for?
I mean, it needs to be sexy, of course. But what we really want to do is show that fetish is not scary. Because, of course, our community will be there, but it's an open stage. So everybody can basically come there if you're 18 plus, at least. So we want to show what fetish entails. And with different beautiful artistic shows, beautiful dancers. And we kind of want to find the edge of what's, doable outside. To show off our beautiful community. And it's not just on stage. What we also do is we work with a lot of local communities from the sneaker community to the puppy community.
Sneaker community.
All the different groups that we have within our fetish community, which is a lot.
Yeah.
We have an area also in the back, which is basically our demo area. So we have someone doing suspension bondage. We have a puppy pit. We have all kinds of different things. So people can see and experience, fetish right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. So that's one thing.
like a little shopping window, basically. This is what you can experience.
To see the experiences. And especially if you're not that known with fetish and you're kind of interested, you can go there and see without it being like scary or you have to go to a club night or whatever, but you can still see how it works and how it's done.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Next to that, I also organize Damage Party, which is on a Saturday night, together with Head Rush, which is a big fetish party. We talked about it already in the Kink episode a few episodes ago. And for that, it's kind of the same. I curate the vibe, but I also have to build the play area, promote it ahead of time, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then one last thing, of course, we're going to do our live podcast.
Yes, which we still need to completely plan.
Yes.
But we got funding from Pride Amsterdam. So
at this point, I hope we planned it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's already like, what is it? This is already a week before the event that this comes out.
We are recording this ahead of time, so yeah. We talk a little bit more about that later, but that's also something. So busy. How about you? How have you been?
Like usually I say, I'm doing good, I'm doing well, I'm busy. At the moment, yes, I am busy, but I also had a little bit of some health things going on, you know? And sometimes you need to listen to your body.
You're right.
And I did. So I quit smoking already for 2 months.
Very good.
Yeah. But I wish I would have just quit smoking because I had enough like willpower, you know? Like I've been smoking for 30 years.
It's hard.
But it's because my body was just saying no, you know? Like,
in what sense?
Yeah, like I felt like a pressure here and I had some difficulty breathing and then I quit. And it's less these symptoms right now, but still feel it. And I went to the GP and she sent me to do a couple of tests. Yeah. And the first test that I did was last week. I went to a cardiologist.
Okay, yeah.
Which I found quite intense that I had to do it. But at the same time, you know, from the moment that she said go to the doctor, it kind of gave me some sort of rest.
Yeah.
And so I went there and then they did like an echo of the heart. Oh, that sounds poetic, right? An echo of the heart.
Yeah, like a song. Yeah.
And then I was lying there and then I could see my own heart beating on the screen, which, that was kind of special somehow, you know? Like I've never...
done that before.
I never looked into myself before. but
it's kind of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's what I did. And I don't know, it was a moment.
That's good. You're taking care of yourself. That's important.
And then after that, like I had to wait for 20 minutes and then they took me into this little room and then there was a psychiatrist. No, there was a cardiologist. Yeah. And he had a nice talk with me, really nice man. And then he said, in the end, you are okay. You know, it's nothing is wrong, which was a relief.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I have some other tests to do, but I'm feeling that it's going into a good direction. Yeah.
Good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So let's be a parent. If you feel something is wrong, maybe
listen to your
body and do something.
I need to do that more also.
And maybe a little bit earlier than.
Don't wait too long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is matters of the heart. Matters of the heart.
On that note,
let's talk about other matters of the heart.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about hookups.
Yes, dating, hookups.
Yeah, flings, one night stands, that sort of thing.
Let's do it. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey everyone, and welcome back.
Yes.
So we are going to talk about hookups today.
Yeah.
And let's start off by saying that you and I are both happily married men.
Yes.
You are actually in a marriage.
Yes, been married for 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm together for 11.
Yes. And I'm in a hypothetical, how do you say, hypothetical marriage. So
what does that entail?
It means that I'm not married, but
basically,
but it feels like a marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
are you open?
And in what way, Tony? What are you asking me?
Your relationship, bitch.
Turning red here. Good question.
Yeah.
I used to be always open in my relationships, but no, right now we're I wouldn't say closed, but we sometimes meet up.
Yeah,
but that doesn't happen a lot. Okay. Yeah, so we're still on the apps. We're kind of window shopping sometimes,
but together.
And sometimes we meet up with somebody, but it's always together. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
How about you?
Well, I always had open relationships in the past. But now I don't. We are monogamous. We have talked about it from the beginning because we both didn't really believe in monogamy when we started. But in the beginning, you know, when you're so in love, blah, blah, we said, you know, it can be on the table, but let's talk about it when we want to. But for now, let's just do it together. And that's been like that for 11 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And for our viewers who don't know what monogamy is, we'll put the definition here. I see some of you are very surprised now.
Especially the gays in the audience are like, what?
Monogamy? What?
No. But we're talking about hookups and dating.
Yes.
So I had to dig a little bit. But, I have had enough hookups before my marriage. So I think we can talk about it.
So fun. So you open the archives of your mind.
Yes.
Yes. And we're going to go into like some fun, weird hookup stories.
Yes. But first, let's talk about just hooking up and dating in general. Do you remember how you first, started dating and meeting up and hooking up back in the day?
Yes. When I came out, I was 21. Fear of dating.
Yeah.
So it was mostly online. So I think I've spent a big part of my 20s and my early 30s on Planet Romeo. Back then it was called Gay Romeo.
Yep. Now it's called Romeo.
Yeah. Sometimes I met somebody, but it was not very successful.
No. Oh.
Yeah. It was more talking than doing stuff. And but I did meet my ex-boyfriend there, Sebastian, and we were together for 14 years. So I can say that online dating can be a successful venture. And then of course the other apps came, but it's not my thing. I like to meet people in real life.
Yeah,
it's more fun. I think I'm more charming in real life than
offline
on
than
a screen. Yeah. How's that for you?
Well, a little bit the same as you. When even before I came out, actually, I found people online. This was before you had all the apps and the Grindr and the blah blah blah. You had I don't know.
Messages and bottles.
Yeah, engage chats or whatever. All those things. So it was online websites, also Romeo at some point, and I usually started with that. But after I came out, I still did that sometimes. What I loved about that is that it's different than the apps, because the apps is, hey, you up, and that's the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Back then on the internet, you would talk back and forth multiple times before you would actually date. So you could talk about what you're into and really build a little bit of a connection before you would date.
Talk about the name of your golden retriever.
Stuff like that. So I like that. So if I would really do more like a session or like a kinky date, let's say, that was usually through that. But on the other side, if I would go out a lot as well, and of course I would also meet them in person and go home with them sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Did you feel back then that you were more successful in real life or when you were using the apps?
Depends on what I wanted. Let's say. I don't know. I think in real life, more successful came later. I was very insecure when I was young, and my self-esteem was not the greatest. So I would not necessarily go up to someone right away. I'm talking early 20s now. So yes, if they would come up to me, yes. If not, then I wouldn't do that. But after, I was like 25 and older, I said, fuck it. And I would, be more active and was usually quite successful.
Yes.
You?
I'm definitely in real life. Yeah, always.
And what is your tactic?
I like this question. I'm a little bit of a hunter. Yeah, at parties, but but also like something just being in somebody's field of vision. So they make sure that you are in the field of vision, but not necessarily approaching.
Yes,
but sometimes looking.
Like sometimes eye contact is the whole conversation back in the day.
It's maybe like one of those plants, those flesh-eating plants.
The Venus flytrap.
And then suddenly the fly is like, "Ooh, it's kind of interesting," and then it approaches you.
Yeah.
And then
so you made yourself available for approach.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a little
And
bit
then I would eat them up.
She ate.
Num, num, num,
Yeah.
num, num.
I had a little bit of a different approach. If I thought someone was really, really sexy at a party or in a bar, I would go up to them. I would say, "You are so hot," or something to that effect, and I would just walk away.
Damn.
And make it their problem.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
they would either follow or not, but
Yeah.
usually they would.
What was the success rate on a scale of 1 to 10?
Ooh, 7,
Yeah.
I guess.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good tip.
Yeah.
Shall we go to the actual stories?
Meat of the story.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. You want to start?
I would love to start.
Yeah. Give us a good story.
So I like also like giving you a little bit the setting of the story, right?
Mhm.
And the first one, you were there.
Oh.
Well.
I don't know where this is going, but I don't remember
During
this.
the setup, you were
Okay.
there. So a couple of years ago, I think it was in 2022,
Yeah.
you and I and Cyril Jacobs, a photographer, we went to Los Angeles to make a stunning magazine.
Yes, and go to Berghain.
I'm going to show you. No, I don't even have the episode with me. It doesn't matter. So we went to Berghain, and then we were there to make pictures of drag queens and club kids, etc. And we also took some pictures for Mr. B.
Yeah. True.
And we combined that at one point. And at one point we had a photo shoot.
You went on the beach?
Yes. Yeah, actually I do have the episode. Can you it's somewhere here. So then we had then we were going to take pictures of a American reality TV star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you found her. Aris, she was
yes.
called. And Aris was fantastic.
Icon.
She lured me in with how she was.
It's the funniest person we met in LA.
Yeah, and I did an interview with her afterwards, and she told me that she got paid to go to parties because people found her character and the way she was so appealing and so attractive.
Like added value to the thing. Yeah.
So she went to parties and she got paid for it because people just wanted to be around her. That kind of a person.
Mm-hmm.
And then we, before we went to see her, we went to some building in LA where they had like an archive of fashion designers.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you could pick it up there, and then you could use it during your shoots.
Yeah, we pulled some looks.
Yeah, we pulled a look from Jimmy Paul, fashion designer from Amsterdam, who had his collection there. Then we went to a beach. I think it was Malibu Beach or something like that, right? It was at least a beach where they used to tape Baywatch, or at least it looked
That's
like
like the main beach. Yeah, I don't know the name right now, but
yeah. And then we arrived there, and then Aris was already there, and we'll show you the picture. She had a Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
Like a hot car, and she looked hot as well.
Yeah.
And then she took a friend.
She took some eye candy.
Yeah,
yes.
she took some eye candy, and this eye candy was beautiful, really well built, friendly, all American boy.
Yeah,
a little scruff, and he came with a Jeep, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a Jeep?
Yeah.
Like just as hot the car as Aris's car. Both of them had like sexy cars, mask, fam, everything. It was super hot. And then we started making pictures with her. And then first with her.
With the yellow, yeah.
And then while we were taking pictures of her, I started talking to this guy. And then we also had some leather with us because of the shoot that we were supposed to do later, I think. And then I had my leather vest was in there as well. And then at one point he says, "Oh, I find it so hot, leather vest. I find it especially hot when I wear leather gear of other people,
worn by other people." Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god, is he flirting with
You're
me?
Like,
is
I
he
have
flirting with me?" And you were, I think, like, yes, I think he's flirting with you. Yes,
I remember this. Yeah.
So, and then photo shoot with Aris was done. Then we did like a little Baywatch shoot, right? And then we went to a little leather shoot with him. So he was wearing my leather vest.
Also your jug, I think.
Yeah, my jug, kind of hot. And then at one point the shoot was over, and then we said our goodbyes. He got in his car. He was still flirting. and exchanged Instagrams. And then he drove off, and not even like 2 or 3 minutes later was a message on Instagram. Hey, it was really nice to meet you. Do you want to maybe hang out later? And I said, yes. And that turned into a very fun evening.
Yeah, long also, because we just saw you the next morning.
No, because I met him up a second time. Yes. And that was when I stayed long. Yes. That was also funny, by the way, because then I thought that we were already done with all of the shoots that we were supposed to do. So I came in really late. Hadn't slept.
And we were already doing the photo shoot in the garden.
You were working. I stuck into the house, slept for 10 minutes, and then the person that you were photographing was gone. Yeah. And then Cyril was like, no, but we need to do another shoot. Yeah. So then we went to the same beach again, made this photo shoot. Remember this?
We were so tired.
And we were tired.
It was so hot.
We were tired.
And we were schlepping all the photo equipment. And we were doing the photo shoot. This was also partly for Mr. B, and I think also something else.
Yes.
And Cyril, entire time, was just, doing the photo shoot, loving and blah, blah.
Yeah.
At this moment, when we were so tired at the end of the last day in the heat, he got inspired.
Yes. And I remember we literally said that to each other because you had to hold like this silver screen and I had to hold it. Yeah. And it was like for him to catch the light. And we were like, both of us, we were like, we hid behind the silver screen.
Like, he's getting inspired.
And then you said to me, he is inspired. I said, fuck, yes, he is inspired.
Which is great. But it also means that it will take another hour.
We just wanted to go home and sleep or do something else. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, that all for a little hookup story.
I mean, he was cute.
It was a great moment, right? Yeah. How about you? Tell us a little hookup.
After digging into the archive, I was thinking about, different hookups, but also one in particular where there was this one guy from Amsterdam that I already knew for a while. I worked in the Mr. B store. Mm-hmm. He was also a customer there. And I thought he was so hot for years, but he never had any interest.
He never even looked at you.
Well, we talked, but I mean, he didn't show any interest. Also, when I sent him a message, he was like, oh, whatever. So, okay, fine, whatever. Not everybody has to be interested. It's okay.
Sorry. I need to interrupt. So you said we talked, but then he said, how much is that?
If only. No, but I mean, I knew him as a friend or whatever. Yeah. But he wasn't interested. So fast forward like 6 months later, I went to Berlin. Mm-hmm. I went to Berghain. I think it was Snacks during Easter.
Yeah. Can you tell people what Snacks is?
Snacks is a party in Berghain, one of the most famous clubs in the world. It's during Easter in Berlin, which is like a fetish weekend in Berlin, and Snacks is one of the main parties, which is a big party of debauchery and techno music, I would say. Fill in the blanks. So I went there, and having fun, whatever. And then I saw this guy, and I was like, okay, fine. I say hi, but he doesn't care anyway. All of a sudden, he was flirting with me. And I was like, what is happening? Is this real? I don't know. Is he now all of a sudden interested? And he was.
Yes.
So let's just say we did a lot of things in Berghain.
Yeah, there's a little back room there, like hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the lab was also open and connected. So there was enough to do.
so every corner... Every hidden spot in Berghain.
Yeah, let's just say I was there all weekend pretty much. Yeah. So we did a lot of fun things, and it was a great experience. And he's very hot.
Yeah.
That was a fun experience that I didn't expect that would happen.
Cool. Yeah. And when you got back, did he ever speak to you again or not?
Yes, but he was. Yeah, there was no continuation. No. Even though the sex was really hot, also for him, he told me also, but. Yeah. I think it was just the moment.
Yeah. This is the moment.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe what I was wearing. I don't know. Yeah. But it all came together. Sexy.
Leuk.
Yeah.
Let me check my list of stories. I have another fun story. This also happened in the United States. Okay.
Look at us traveling.
When it was still a thing to go there. If it ever was. Yeah, this is also fun. So I went to Sitges once.
This is not in the United States.
No. This is the prequel to it.
Oh, the prequel.
And then I met a guy who was a professor of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a professor, and a very hot professor.
Love a hot
professor.
Yeah,
hot professor. Yeah, and I had the pleasure of already tasting the hot professor in Sitges.
Okay.
And then I think a year later, my ex and I were going to visit a friend of ours who lives in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we were also going to go to Philadelphia and we're going to go to New York. So we were traveling around a little bit, which was really exciting.
When you're there, you might as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then during the stay in Philadelphia, we hooked up with this professor again because he was living there at the time, which I found very exciting. And my ex he knew that I was really had the hots for this guy, so he was like, "Yeah, you can do what you want. I will step out and not get involved," which was really cute.
Lovely.
Yeah. So we had a hot night. No, not a hot night. A hot afternoon. And then when we were done, we suddenly got a text message from the husband of the professor.
Okay.
Yeah, whom I had met already in Sitges.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
And I found him a little bit boring and a little bit like distant. I didn't want to connect. So yeah.
He was not interested.
No. But and then the husband said, "Hey, do you want to take the guys?" Which was me and Sebas, my ex. Do you want to take the guys for dinner? And yeah, we couldn't say no. So we went to dinner somewhere in Philadelphia.
With the four of you.
Yeah, with the four of us. And then the husband started asking, "Hey, how was your day in Philadelphia? What did you do? Did you see the Liberty Bell? Because apparently that's the thing that you need to see in Philadelphia." We're like, "Yeah, it was really nice."
Sure.
So we lied ourselves through that dinner.
Okay.
And then, after an hour or two, we said our goodbyes. And the gag of it all was that the husband even paid for the dinner. So bad, so wrong, so wrong on so many levels. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, so that was a crazy hookup story. Very chic, very chic.
I mean, it's not your responsibility.
No, true.
So as long as you had fun,
I would do it again.
Well, yes.
Hit me.
I have one called the Catfish Commitment.
Yes.
I was thinking, okay, are there any bad moments or like funny things that happened? And I once traveled for 3 hours by train for a hookup.
Yeah.
I used to travel a lot for hookups because I live in The Hague. And, at a certain point, you have fished in the pond.
Small city.
Yeah. So I would often go to Amsterdam or to Antwerp or, Germany. So going to Germany.
All over Germany.
Well, yes. So I took a train for 3 hours for a hookup, but I was poor at the time, so I took the cheapest train, which was the last train. So I went and I was like, okay, fun. We talked a lot online. I hadn't met before, but I thought, great, this is gonna be it.
But you had seen pictures.
Yeah. We even we didn't FaceTime. No, I just saw pictures.
Can you describe how he looked on the profile?
He was like a daddy type guy, kind of muscle, berry kind of type.
Can you remember what attracted you in this person?
Not really. I guess, I mean, he was hot and he was kind of dumb, and we were into the same things.
He's kind of dumb.
As I.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I thought.
Sorry, I'm being dumb with the UMB. You mean he was kind of dumb?
I mean both, but the second one I didn't realize until later. I meant dominant, which was really my thing back then. So so I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go. Let me see where I was. So I arrive, I get there, and let's just say the reality did not match the fantasy. Yes, it was kind of a catfish because I'm not even sure if it were his photos, but if they were from 20 years ago.
Yes. 1970.
Well, it wasn't the 90s, girl, but yes. But the worst part was it was the last train, so I could not go back. And also I didn't have the finances to get a hotel or something. So I was like, okay, what do I do now? And I said, you know what? I can either try to figure it out. Or also weren't apps at the time to find someone else. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Fuck it. I'm here now. Let's make the most of it. Yeah. And that's basically it. It's questionable decisions. But
how was it?
It was not terrible.
Okay.
Let's just say.
Okay.
Yeah. Because also I can be intrigued by a lot of things. Someone doesn't have to be super handsome or whatever. You know, I can find something interesting in anyone. It was more the shock that I had the fantasy in my mind from this is what's going to be. The worst part also was that he was not a dom, but a bottom.
Yes.
So that also fucked with my mind. I was like, okay, well, I need to flip a switch. We're going to do something else. So, you know, it was fine. He was nice enough. And we had some fun. And then we went to bed. And then I took the first dream.
It sounds like a production, though.
I mean,
for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to put the extra work.
Yes.
But, you know, you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as gays, when dating, oftentimes, or I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there are a lot of moments where you're like, okay, am I staying or am I leaving?
Yeah.
And back in the day, I would always stay. And later I was always like, you know what? No, if it's not for me, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Oh, I had always the opposite. I would always run.
Yeah.
Like the devil.
Yeah. I was too scared to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, now I didn't even have the option because I couldn't go back. But, you know, there have been other times like I'm here now. I douched. You know, it's fine.
They have shirts for that.
Huh?
They have shirts for that. Did I douche for this?
Did I douche for this? Literally, that's gonna be a new sticker. Did I douche for this? Yeah. So that was the story.
I've had a similar experience once, but I did the other thing. I also was as a student. I went to somewhere deep in the south with the train, and I was supposed to meet this guy, and I thought he was going to be really hot.
Yeah.
And then I got off of the platform, and then I saw this man standing there, and I thought, "Oh my God, is that him?" Like super creepy. I thought, "Oh my God, no, I don't know what to do." And then he was standing there, and there were like two staircases. One went to the left, one to the right. And then I saw him, and I hid behind some people, and I took the other staircase. And then I thought that he was following me, that he saw me. And then I ran into this little town that we were in, and I found a little Italian place that was open. And I went into the Italian place, I hid behind a book, The World According to Garp. I remember this.
That
50 pages, hoping that he would be gone. And then I had like the guts to go back to the train station, and then I left and went home.
I mean, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't brave enough oftentimes, but you know, we do what we got to do.
So funny.
Shall we take a little break?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Nice.
We'll be right back.
Hey, everyone out there. If you like what you see, and I think you do, maybe you could consider giving us a little boost. Support us through our Patreon like Danny did, my best friend.
And Dennis, my husband.
Yes. So if you want to support us, check our Patreon. Every little contribution is welcome. And if you do so,
we have a lot of special extras for you. We have content that's too hot to handle for YouTube will be on our Patreon, but we'll also record special episodes. You have earlier access to all the episodes. You can even request things or ask us questions.
Yes,
so,
you will get great recipes for my grandmother's apple pie.
They're going to hold
which
you
is
to
a
that,
lie.
So. There are two tiers. You can already subscribe for free, so you have early access. But if you want all the other extras, it's €5 a month.
Yes, and as a thank you, we will mention your name in the episode itself
at the end.
So yeah, what's
so
stopping
join
you?
the family and be the main character.
Fun. Hey, I love the apps are always like location based, right? You know how to have sex and stuff. But our stories are also kind of location based. And the next trip we're going to take is to the beautiful city of romance, Paris.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of apps being location based, this was kind of before the apps, I think. I went to Paris with a friend for a few days, and he left early. So we had fun, went to the clubs, whatever. But he left, so I had one night for myself. Yes. So you know what? Let's make the most of it. I'm in Paris, you know, city of love.
Super exciting. How old were you?
20-something.
20-something. That's a great time to be on your own in Paris.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, let me go online and find someone. So I found this really hot guy, really my type. So he was like, okay, yeah, come over. So he sends me his address. So I look up where it is. It's on the fucking outskirts of like Paris, which Paris is huge. So okay, fine, I'll take the metro. So like I took the metro and I had like to switch 3 times. And it was like, and
committed.
Yeah, first time in Paris, so I have no idea. But I was like, okay, let's go for it. So I went there. But I also realized while I was going there that my phone was dying.
Yes.
I had like 5% left or whatever. And then I got out at the wrong stop. And I didn't know which stop to go to, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, I think I just got out like 1 stop early. But let me just go find it. But my phone was dying. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Messy.
So messy. So I sent him a message like, hey, I am coming. I took the wrong whatever, but my phone is dying. So just so you know. So I really like, okay, let me get the address in my brain and the number. And I quickly looked up how to walk and then my phone died. So I saw it, but like quickly.
Yeah,
so
in an instant.
Yeah.
Poof, it was gone.
I was like, okay, he was hot. I was like, I'm in Paris. I'm going to find it. So I was walking and I was so confused. But in the end, I found it.
Yes.
And he was looking out his window, so that helped.
Waving. You!
Not quite like that, but, you know, a little bit like that. Then I got in and then we had a lovely night. It was really like a rubber guy and very my thing. So it was a lovely Emily in Paris moment, but it was kind of scary.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was like, I'm in bumfuck nowhere in Paris. I have no idea where to go.
Yeah, no phone.
No phone.
And you still found him.
Thank God.
Yeah, well done.
Also, I could have gone back, but I didn't remember how to get back with the metro. So I could charge my phone and go back.
Thank
God. So that was lovely.
Cute.
My little Paris trip.
Cute. Wait, do you remember his name? Did he have like a beautiful French name?
I don't even think I knew his name then. To be honest, I don't know.
A good lesson for everyone. You don't need to know their names. No.
Who needs a name?
Who needs a name? What's in a name?
There you go. But yeah, worth it.
Funny.
Yeah.
I have a cute short story.
Okay.
Yeah. This is more like a micro blog, little anecdote. Yeah. I once went to Berlin. Yeah. And there was this. I
love how international we are.
Yeah,
like,
we travel.
There hasn't been a story in Amsterdam.
Yeah, spreading the joy wherever we go.
That's queer joy.
So I met this guy. Now I knew this guy already. I had seen him like a year before at Folsom, like at the Prince Knecht, which is like a famous leather bar, a little bit American inspired. It's fun. And so this guy, and I never talked to him, but he looked at me and I thought, he's kind of fun. And then a year later, I was there for some reason. And then I hooked up with this man. And he was a little bit of an exhibitionist. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to have sex on the balcony. He wanted to have sex in the hallway or next to the elevator, hoping. I think he was hoping that people would walk in on us.
Would get you.
Which I found kind of silly. And he was also kind of kinky. So at one point, I don't know how, I found myself hooked up to the radiator with some handcuffs, blindfolded.
And this is how we die. No. Yeah, I think that's like an experience that every gay person
It happened. You had to be there. I was, at least. And then at one point, I had the blindfold on. I couldn't move it. And then suddenly I felt something on my lips, something cold. I said, do you know what this is? And I was like, I have no idea what this is. He said, you really don't know what this is? I said, no, I don't know what this is.
Oh, I can guess.
And then he said, it is my frozen. So next to being an exhibitionist, the man had also a hobby of like freezing in his.
Sure.
Everyone needs a hobby, right?
Yeah. On a hot day, you need some ice.
But then later I found out what his actual profession was, which made me laugh really hard because this guy was a ice cream salesman. So I think he made his work seriously. He made his work out of his hobby.
Yeah. A little comsticle.
Yeah. Comsticle. That was my short little anecdote.
I love that.
So funny.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a longer one.
Yes.
Which is in Amsterdam. Also, Mom, click off, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is how I ended up with an accidental orgy.
An accidental orgy.
It happens. So it's Pride Amsterdam 12 years ago, whatever, something like that. And I went to Club Church on a Friday, what I usually do with all my friends. And I was there with 4 or 5 friends that were not necessarily friends with each other, but we were all there. And we're having the time of our lives, partying and doing whatever. And there was this, and there was this really hot couple from the UK. They were both Dutch, but they lived in London.
So wait, I need to process. So there was they were a Dutch couple and they lived in the UK. Yes,
yeah.
Clear.
From Limburg.
From Limburg even.
Yeah. We called them Limburg's Londen.
Yes.
Anyway. And the funny thing about it was that somehow we all ended up kissing or making out or whatever with them separately without each other.
Scandalous.
Without each other knowing.
Yes.
So at a certain point we were standing together and then they came up and then it was like, we kissed. So we were just connecting and having fun.
We were connecting, yes.
Yeah. And then I said, because it was like the end of the evening, I said, let's go to my place for a little after. Wasn't necessarily meant sexual. It was just like, let's just chill and do whatever. Because I think they left the next.
Still a dubious choice of words these days.
And after.
You just want to chill.
No, but back then you didn't call it a chill yet. So
it was just like.
I originated the word, maybe. Yeah, that's where it came from. Yeah. No, so we went to my house, which was I had 3 roommates, all gay also. They were also at Club Church. Not relevant, but yeah. So we went to my place. It was 4 of my friends and 2 guys. So we were just chilling, putting music and talking and whatever. And somehow, because I usually never have sex with not with my friends at all, but also not with my friends present. It's kind of separate. But somehow it turned into an orgy, basically. Yes. Everybody was taking turns with the guys.
Yes.
Some of my friends that didn't know each other before were hooking up together. And there was this one point I was just looking around, like, what is my life?
Yes.
Like, what is happening? It was hot though, because the guys were hot. That's not the end of it though. At a certain point, I go upstairs to grab a drink or something, and one of the guys goes with me, and he was naked.
Yes.
I think I was wearing, I don't know, shorts or whatever.
I'm always, I want to know the details. What kind of shorts were they? Like, something like something sporty, something see-through?
I think like mesh sport shorts or something like that. I just put them on because I don't like walking around naked.
Yeah.
But he was naked and he had a very huge, remember?
Bagage.
Yes. So we go upstairs and go to the kitchen, get a drink, and then the door opens and one of my roommates, which was also my colleague, came home from church or from wherever he was at that point. He was listening to music, and he opens his eyes. He sees the guy. He takes out his earphones, takes off his pants, and joins the party.
Yes.
Which was iconic. So, that was a very fun Pride and a very accidental orgy.
I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this how you got into organizing kink events? Just joking.
I already did before, but yes. That happened. I mean, a little weird, but also iconic, I think. Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Let me check if I wrote some things down. Let me check which might be fun to share. Something weird happened in my life. Okay. And I only connected the dots a couple of years later. I have had intimate contact, a hookup with 2 people, and each of them were a member of a prominent concept pop group.
Oh,
yeah, and
both of the same one.
No,
the same group or different
2 different groups.
Okay,
and like the universe is sometimes weird. Both of them were the cowboy.
The funny thing is, I already know who it is. I think.
So I'm not gonna name the first group because they are, I think, originated from Amsterdam.
I think you don't have to. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that's fine.
In my room. Yeah, but it's kind of funny. And the other one was part of a little group called the Village People.
Oh,
Yes.
that's okay.
Yes. Not the original one. Not the original one. But one of the newer cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah, before they started
Trump.
being MAGA and weird and shit. This was another group of Village People. They were really nice. So I hooked up with two cowboys of concept pop groups, which I found was very fun.
Hilarious. Yeah.
And
Let's say you have a type.
yeah, apparently I have a type. And also with this cowboy, so I hooked up with him. A very friendly guy. Also met him in New York when I visited there once. Showed us around, really cool. But he was also 1 year. He came back to Amsterdam, and then he was performing at Milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the same year, Bianca Del Rio was also in town. It was like doing Pride. And I have like one of the most gay moments ever in my life. Like the most gayest things ever in my life was that I was after Milkshake, I was dancing at Taboo. I was talking to the cowboy of the Village People, and then Bianca Del Rio was there. And the Village People cowboy says to me, "Hey, do you want to talk to her?" I say, "Yeah, well, kind of shy. Yeah, maybe." Yeah. And then he goes up to her, introduces himself, and at one point I was having like I think a half an hour conversation with Bianca Del Rio and the cowboy of the Village People. How gay can you get?
It's pretty gay.
I have a picture of it.
I love it.
Shall we insert it here?
Of course.
There you go.
That's insane.
Yeah, insane, right? Yeah. So proud of it. Yeah.
Marco and his cowboys.
Shall we do one more?
Yeah. Okay. This is also kind of a short one, but somehow this is all revolving different festivals. But this is King's Day. Yeah. Was it still Queen's Day? No, it was King's Day, I think. I went to King's Day with a friend of mine, and we went to the Homo Monument because we usually go there. And we were having drinks and having fun, and we brought a bottle of vodka, so we're putting vodka in our beer, whatever. So we met this couple that we already knew for a long time, but we were having fun, so we were both hooking up with one of each.
I see a trend.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, what are friends for, you know? Go hunting together. So yeah, we were making out, we were flirting, we were having fun, we were dancing, etc. And at a certain point,
sorry, I need to interrupt you. I love you. Sometimes you say like etc. And there's always like hidden details in those in those things. I'm not gonna question you about it, but yes,
I'm gonna
come
to it. This was all outside. I mean, so we kept it quite, decent, but we were all quite drunk, and decisions were not being made in the best full capacity. But before we know it, we went to the Exit bar, which is not a sexy bar.
No,
it's very how would you describe the Exit bar?
I would say it's always
like
it's always the bad idea you take after you had a long night of fun.
Yeah.
When you don't want to go home,
you go there.
You go there. Yes.
Which was fine. It was King's Day. We were having fun. But it's not like a sexy bar where people are really, it's more like a fun, après-ski music and beer, and that's the vibe. But we were there, and we were all in leather, and we were like having fun. At a certain point, let's just say I was giving fellatio to the man in the middle of the Exit bar, which was not very classy. And then I feel a tap on my shoulder, and it was the staff. So we got kicked out of the Exit bar.
Yes!
And honestly, fair.
Proud though.
Yeah.
Proud.
I mean, it's King's Day, whatever.
Yeah. What did you do afterwards? Did you take him? For a walk?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
No,
I think I went home.
Yeah.
I was so drunk. I was like, no, it's enough.
I think I remember that day because there were like weeks later there were everywhere posters in town with your face on it saying, "Have you seen this man? This
Could
criminal." Let me see if I still have one last one that I can tell. I broke somebody's heart once
Oh,
after a holiday.
only once.
Yeah, but I'll tell that story another time.
Oh. Maybe for the Patreon.
Maybe for the Patreon. I have a funny hookup story. Yeah, this might be too spicy, so there might be a bleep in here at one point.
Go to the Patreon to hear the full.
So this was somewhere in the mid 2010s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was, I think, end of the year Funhouse. Funhouse is
the Christmas edition.
Yeah,
I remember
I
that
think
one.
it was something like that. Funhouse is like a party that plays
It's a circuit.
Funhouse.
It's a circuit party.
Yeah, it's a circuit party. And then I was going out there, and then I met a couple. Yeah, a freshly
Trend alert. Yeah.
married Argentinian couple.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they were kind of hot. Yeah, and I
Were
kissed
they kind of hot or were they hot?
they were hot.
Okay.
Yeah. And then and then they were interested in me, you know. And the funny thing was, they were on their how do you call it when you get married and you do a trip? Yeah, they were on the honeymoon. They were on their honeymoon and they were visiting circuit parties all over Europe. That was basically their honeymoon. Which also, yeah, on a side note, then marriage didn't last very long. No, they both have new people now. But so yeah, they went to circuit parties to have some fun with people they didn't know. Super strange. And then I danced with them. We kissed. Nothing happened further. And then the day afterwards, I got a message. Do you want to meet up? And I said yes. If you want, you can come over to my place, which I never did because I never invited people to my house, or not that often. And then I did. And then I remember that like they came in, we started having sex, and then this is the part where it's going to get bleeped. They wanted to me, which had never happened before in my life. You know, I thought, yes, I might be open, but not that open.
Where there's a will,
there is a way. So, and then I remember the moment that it happened because I went along with it, found it kind of hot. And then it happened, and I can tell you, Tony, like
now it comes what
the sounds that came out of me were produced out of this body, like those were sounds that hadn't been heard on the face of this earth for the last 10,000 years. It was so primal, like and so loud. And then and
in your own house,
yes.
Never
and I wanted to like stop myself from making the noises, but I couldn't, and they were there. And I thought, what do the neighbors think? And
someone's getting murdered.
The neighbors are thinking, what the hell is going on? Yeah, but I couldn't stop myself. And then after we were done, we were done.
That's usually how that goes.
I sent them on their merry way. They decided to get divorced, and I was sitting on the sofa
right away.
That all happened. Yeah, where I was sitting on the sofa where it all had happened, and I was like processing the information. And that was an interesting night.
Did the neighbors ever say anything?
No, luckily not. No. But they could have, because they were neighbors that really like to say things about us making noise. So I think they were just not.
Yeah, and your apartment back then wasn't that soundproof.
No. Great night though.
Well,
yeah. Shout out to both of you. Yeah.
Your new happily married relationships. Yes.
That's it for me when it comes to hookup.
I have one more thing, which is not really a hookup story, but a thing that I thought was funny. When I met my now husband, we were in the early dating phase, and we were like talking a lot about our dating life and what we liked and whatever. And at a certain point, I think he asked, like, what is the worst hookup that you ever had, or the worst sex you ever had? So he was telling me about it, and he was describing the person, and he was describing the sex. And I was like, oh my God, I think mine is the same person. So it ended up being the same person. And we had like the worst sex with the same person.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And he described exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
It was like insane.
Crazy.
Yeah. I won't go too much into detail.
No, it's okay. But
it was such a funny realization. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. This poor person who has so little skills.
Yeah, like the fact that we had sex with the same person is not that crazy, because it's Amsterdam and it's small and whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that was the worst sex we ever had.
How funny. How funny.
So yeah, that's it for me also.
Yeah.
But we're not the only ones
No.
who have terrible hookup stories. We asked some of our listeners to send in some of their hookup stories.
Fun.
So let's react to that after this little bumper. Okay, we're back, and now we're going to listen to some of our listeners and their hookup stories. So let's start with caller number 1, who likes to stay anonymous. Ooh, mysterious. Let's see what they say.
Hi, Tony, Marco, Boyan, and Pablo. I've got a little hookup story for you. So it was January 2020. My husband and I, we went to Cyprus for New Year's. So, very romantic, very cultural, very horny. And at some point we decided, okay, let's try the local delicacies. We opened up the Yellow Mask app, which I usually hate.
Yellow Mask app. Yellow Mask app is iconic.
Grind.
Sorry.
Yes.
But desperate times, there were not many places where you can actually find something. So that was the only option. We found this guy. He seems nice, normal.
This is where it already goes wrong.
We had a rented car, but he insists like, no, I will pick up you at the hotel. And we were like, sure. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? We are 2, he's 1, nothing can go wrong.
You can recognize me by the X in my car.
It was a stormy night, like full drama, wind, rain. We ran into his car, and instead of going home, he goes like, let me show you the city. And we were happy with that. We were walking around, but not with a local. So we are those kind of people that say yes to everything. So we were on a romantic
Could not be me.
tour with our hookup. So he drives us around, and the final stop was a viewpoint near the university. Beautiful view on top of the city. Very romantic, but that was not what we came for. So we were like, okay, enough tourism. Let's go to do what we came here to do.
I feel where this is going.
He took us back to his apartment. He offered us wine. We say yes, of course. Good Cyprus wine. And then plot twist. He tells us like, I'm a singer. And we're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, and he proceeded to play all of his music videos one by one with commentary. Like, this was very emotional for me. We were like sitting there, like, is this a foreplay? Is this a concert? What is happening? Showing us his collabs, very weird. And he was a good singer, but not a great singer. And we didn't know any of the songs. And we were like, okay, let's try to move things along. And he goes like, oh yes, but I need to take a shower. And he left us there watching his full YouTube playlist. We look at each other, trying not to laugh. Like, what did we sign up for? But well, anyway, he came back. We finally started making out. And I have to say, to his credit, that this SEX was very good. But it took us like 2 hours to get there. So honestly, we didn't just hook up. We got the full deluxe experience, tour, private concert, and finally the main event. I could go into more detail about the main event, but let's keep it YouTube safe. So until the next time, bye-bye.
So, very funny. The only thing I can say to this is, do you still have his number? So next time we visit there, at least we have 1 day covered of
Girl, I don't have the time
right?
for all that. Girl, the whole concert is crazy. Like, sure, show your little song, whatever. But
so funny.
Oh,
so funny.
Could not be me. I would have left.
No, same.
I mean, sure, show me the city. That's kind of cute.
I thought at one point it was just that he was going to say yeah, and then when we had that last moment on that, what do you call it, the scenic thing, that he was going to ask for money, and that it was just like a tourist guide or something like that.
That could have happened. That happens a lot. That was a hilarious story.
Very funny.
Let's go to
Thank you, anonymous caller number 1.
Also, if you want to leave us some comments or voice notes, you can always do that through Instagram or through our email. What is it?
Yeah.
The main characters pod@gmail.com. Okay, let's go to listener number 2.
Okay, so let me set the scene. This is the closest I've ever had to a blind date. I was basically recommended to this one top from another guy. Essentially, I was being, passed around like a potato salad at Thanksgiving. And this guy asks me to come to Utrecht. So that's a good, a 20-minute train ride to really sit there questioning my life choices, realize I've become my mother. But when I find
He's also a potato salad, apparently.
I'm assuming that we're going to go back to this guy's place. Anyway, so I'm stood there at Utrecht station looking out for some guy. Don't have his contact, by the way. Just sort of hoping I'll find him via this vague description that I was given. Managed to get the guy, and instead of going back to his place, he starts taking me through the shopping centre right next to Utrecht station. And very soon I cop on to the plan that we are looking for a changing room in one of the clothing stores. And unfortunately for us, or unfortunately for me, should I say, we ended up settling on the H&M ladies section, going into a changing room there. I don't know how we got in, to be honest with you, but there we're in a changing room. And listen, this guy, I don't want to kink shame, but was into some odd things, and I'm into not having a choice. So I'm just doing what I'm told, and he's, doing his little bit. She's got me stripped down. She's got lifting me up off the air with a wedgie. She's got me reenacting different furniture items. I'm a table. I'm a lamp. I don't even know what I was. It
wasn't even an IKEA.
I was trying to keep it quiet, trying to keep it silent, very aware of my surroundings. But no. He had no shame, just full on shouting, barking orders at me, full volume. And then I had to leave first. He asked me to leave first. So you better believe I had a whole changing room of shocked, terrified women who now need therapy watching me come out. And let me tell you, I've never ran so fast for a train. Whew.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's an insane story.
Yes.
It's an insane story. The furniture got me though.
Oh my God. Love.
Yeah, I mean, the changing room was kind of hot. Yeah. But then go for the ladies' changing room in H&M, which is basically the most busy changing room in the
Crazy.
I thought this was go a really different direction. When he started, we were about to go shopping. I was like, this is the same story as before, but no.
Yeah, very inspirational.
Yeah. I also love I don't want to kink shame, but my kink is to do what I'm told. So I was a lamb.
Yeah. But he used the word odd, which is a great word.
It was very odd choices. That was hilarious. I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that was fun.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching and listening.
Yeah. Thank you all for hooking up with us.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into our dating lives.
Yes. We want to send a huge thank you to our fellow main characters, Bojan and Pablo.
And Bojan. And shout out to our lovely Landrolino from So Studio.
Yeah. Who might be single and ready to mingle. I'm not sure.
I think so.
But if he is, then contact him.
Yeah.
If not, then not.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes, and you can support us by joining our Patreon, which features some extra spicy content, as we already told you in this episode.
We had some hot stories.
Yes.
I mean, our top tier patrons will be featured on the screen right now.
And we will see you very soon. Yes. And next time, we will have a new guest, which is DJ Schiaro from Superflirt and Baya Colito.
See you then.
See you then. Doei.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Was good?
Was cool.
Yeah. Okay.